corner. The debate corner.
Okay, audience, this is for you. This is your gateway into debate corner. So this is how it's going to run. I am going to ask our advocates. Give it up for our advocates real quick, please. It's really enthusiastic, guys. Really enthusiastic. Wow. They love you, innit? They love you, lot. They love you. Look at that. Bandit had to put in background claps to our team. So I'm going to pose questions to the advocates. The advocates one by one are going to answer these questions, and then when you guys are ready to stop talking to each other about the questions, you're going to throw your hearts up in the air, and I want to come over to, by the way, listen, normally you put your hearts in the air, and everybody in the front row, because I walk past them, hold on, what, you can't see me? What, you can't see? Listen, you can't see what's going on behind you. There are people that may have put their hearts up 20 seconds in. Let me do my thing, and I will get myself around to you. Is that cool? I tell you what, I swear, women have been doing a mazza over the last thing. Just accusing it. Anyway, I'm only playing. Don't shoot me yet. The question is this. What's everybody's take on the Diddy situation? Yeah, we're going there. Cassie apparently is loving the free coughs, according to the text messages, and asking people to pee in her mouth, which is disgusting. Is she also guilty? Is he even guilty? Is Diddy innocent? Diddy do it. You get it? I know you got that one. Diddy. All right, cool. 5 people got that and laughing. Okay. Queen, go ahead.
He did it. Yes, he did it. He's a nasty rascal. Can I swear? Yeah, he's a dirty rascal. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he's nasty. And at the end of the day, she's not guilty. She's just guilty of being groomed. Do you understand what I'm saying? And apparently she's only 1 year older than his daughters are now at the time when it was happening. So that's what everyone needs to remember. She was groomed. So do you understand? So when you're groomed, you're going to think certain things are okay because you've been conditioned. And the things that he wanted to do with her is not normal for somebody that you love. She was a beautiful girl that had her life ahead of her. Do you understand? You robbed her of her talents as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, whatever they do with Diddy, that's what he deserves. He deserves. Yeah.
Are we clapping or? You don't have to, you're right, you don't have to clap. If you don't agree, you don't clap. Like, don't just clap for the sake of it.
People need to remember one thing. Everyone's got like this thing, oh Cassie, why didn't she leave and all of this foolishness. Understand, there's bare gal in here that your baby fathers was giving you bun and you didn't leave. You were still there, you stayed. And I'm not saying it to trigger anyone in the room. I'm saying it because everyone likes to say these things about women. At the end of the day, if a woman is there with a misogynistic man, yeah, people need to understand the real story. He held her money, yeah, he put her to a 10-album deal. We've only ever seen 1 album of Cassie. If someone is holding your money, your purse strings, they're older than you by a distance, yeah, and they know what they're doing. They're gonna, if any young girl right now that's 20-something years old, yeah, gets moved up to by some millionaire, billionaire man, and he's falling up ahead of pure foolishness, and now she can't get out of that situation. Anyone knows it's not easy just to walk out of a relationship. Bear of us have been in relationships that we know is wrong, we know is toxic, we know we don't even like the person, but you don't even know why you can't leave. But then you're expecting this girl here, who's got bread, to just walk away from the man that she said she loved at the same time. Come on, man, everyone needs to use common sense. I know it's not common to some of us, but let's keep it 100. It's not easy just to get up and walk away. So the sheer fact that people need to remember as well, she was going to sue the brother. She was going to talk the business. The brother paid 10 million or 20 million in 24 hours. People forget that. He paid 20 million in a day, straight. There was no going to the press, chatting the thing. He paid the bread. Why? Because he knows what he did. And at the end of the day, let's keep it 100. When you're in the mix, of course you're gonna send texts and say, yeah, I'm down for it. That's standard. There's women in it. Look, I'm a man, I can own it. I've been in relationships I should have been in. But if my woman's gonna give me pum pum, I'm gonna be like, yo, ready for tonight and my girl. Straight. It is what it is. So let's not like lynch this girl, man. Understand what she's gone through. She was a kid. She was a youth. and she's got manipulated. At least she's come out of it now. She's in a happy relationship. She's got husband, kids, picnic, and she's gonna get more bread. More for her, go on.
20 mil. 20 mil. 20 mil.
20 mil.
I'm just asking, 20 mil. So they will not to say something and then on the stand talking. 20 mil.
She should get more.
She should get more.
What do you mean by it?
By the time I was done with it, we wouldn't have nothing left.
Right, 20 mil. Ain't enough.
But Cream's right, because her childhood was taken away. And so the question was, did he do it? That ruined a big part of her. I believe he done it. And whether there was areas of it that was consensual or not, there was the grooming, which then manipulated her mind, which there was the emotional abuse, the physical abuse, the psychological abuse, which all led to the situation that we're in. Or she's in, not us, but that they were in. So yeah, I fully believe that he done it. I fully believe that he needs to face some serious consequences, and I think Cream's right, yes. She deserves way more. Way, way more.
Big up PT. Yeah, I kind of echo everybody on the panel. There's a lot of speculation about whether she was a willing participant in it due to the text messages and things that have come out. As it's been said, grooming is a real thing, conditioning is a real thing, and I think social media pushes the ideologies of it's not what you are but who you know, who you attach yourself to. And at that age, coming across, even at our big ages now, coming across somebody as influential as Diddy, some of us could still be groomed if we're real about it. So she was 19 years of age, so I don't think the fact that there was some text messages with her saying, yes, I want to be part of it, is indicative of the fact that she really wanted everything that was done to her. Particularly, we've seen that he was physically abusive. I know women in real life that placate their abusive partners to avoid injury. So that's a thing as well. I think if we humanize her, if we make it relatable as if she was a friend, then we would stop speaking as though, you know, she's on the same level as him, because we've seen her already physically abused, kicked in a corridor, dragged back into the room. If that is all we have, barring everything else, I feel like that's enough to understand that he was a perpetrator and she was a victim.
One more advocate.
Don't do that.
Everyone's like, what's Chinx gonna say?
To be honest, yeah, I don't know if he did it. I wasn't there. To be honest, everybody's crucified him, and I'm not really up to date with everything as everyone else is, because I ain't got 20 million. So I've got other stuff to focus on, other than what Cassie and Diddy are doing, innit? But so I don't have enough information to crucify him yet, and I think this is the bigger message is, you know, like, you see like how men get labelled as like overprotective and like, I don't want my woman going there, I don't want her wearing this, and I don't want her doing these things, because like when women wanting to go into certain industries, like you leave yourself vulnerable and at the mercy of other men, innit? So I think entirely, girls should just stay in the kitchen. Do you get what I mean? Because when you step out into the world, you're the inferior of our species. Like, you get what I'm saying? A man can take advantage of you. So if you was actually at home under your man's care and catering, stuff like this may not happen because it's sad and it's depressing.
Real madman.
Alright, so, of course, hearts. Anyone got anything that they want to say in response to anything the advocate said about this? Alright. Anyone else want to say something else? I'm coming. Hello, how you doing? Good, hold on. Whoa. Is this your first time at Debate Corner? Yeah? Alright, are you ready?
Yes, I am. I
I just wanted to answer what he said.
Sure.
I was going to say to you that, you know, it's obvious that you're saying that women should be in the kitchen, and that's an industry where women could be taken advantage of. You do realise that it's a higher chance of a man being taken advantage of by a man more than a woman.
Talk the truth, but God
So
love.
in the industry that you're talking about, we have to understand there's a lot of gay activity. What they're not saying, because remember, he doesn't mind seeing his woman being done certain things to what men are doing to her. So you have to understand, what was he watching? Was he watching her, or was he watching the men?
Talk out.
New angle. New angle. New court case.
I think that's part of Diddy's court case, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's got 50 court cases lined up.
I've got two things to say. Firstly, she was subpoenaed. So even though the £20 million she got from, that's a separate case. The fact that she had to go into court and testify, she was it's a federal subpoena, so she has to go. If she doesn't go, it's jail. And I'd rather go, personally. And secondly, I feel like you're entitled to your opinion, Chinx. You're entitled to your opinion, but you know there's violence in the kitchen. I'm sure Dexter Glatz said something about poisoning, man. I'm just saying, and also, we have a lot of emphasis on the woman. The woman should do this and the woman should do that. How about men not be predatory? How about we can go into an industry and not have to worry about a man doing coercive behaviour, showing violence, raping, sexual assault. Maybe if we actually teach men to respect women and actually respect their own manhood, maybe these things wouldn't happen. Like, sexual discipline is a lost art amongst men, especially in the industry that you're talking about. So I'm just saying, that's my 2 pennies.
Just amongst men. Just amongst men. Sexual, what do you call it? Sexual discipline. Oh shit, I fucked up. What's that? I'm just saying, is it only men that are lacking sexual discipline?
I think the violence against women and the rise of violence against women, and the fact that femicide is at an all-time high, I think men actually do need to have a lot of sexual discipline, because if they didn't, then those things wouldn't be there. If they were able to control their lust and not be ruled by it, then maybe, just maybe, the Diddies wouldn't exist.
So basically, for anyone who couldn't hear, what we were saying is that we need to hold ourselves to a high level of our behaviours. Of course, I'm not, listen, just let's say one thing, by the way. My job as the host is not to give you my opinion. My job of the host is to give you an opinion to continue the debate. So don't be putting bricks through my fucking windows, alright? I ain't no shit.
Can I say something to that?
Of course you can.
I hear what you're saying, and I get it. And I agree with most of it, yeah? But this whole thing where everything's labelled on the man all the time. And don't get, can we be honest? Women sometimes don't help themselves, yeah? Because there's enough women that will put themselves in a situation knowing they shouldn't be in that situation. There's enough time that gal can go out. Everyone's got that one fast friend, yeah? That when you go out, she'll meet man that night and say, I'm going with him. She don't know him. But then next morning, she's gonna say, oh, ball outs, this happened, that happened, rare. But babes, we tried to get you not to go and you went. So let's not just say that man need to be, sexually disciplined. Women need to be sexually disciplined too, There's more women now that will move to a brother and ask him for the number than a man will move to a gal right now. Let's keep it 100. You lot will see a nice dark-skinned brother with tattoos, beard, bald head, not talking about me. I'm just saying, and you lot will stop your car. Hello, excuse me, walk one. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. It's a 50-50 game. Don't get me wrong. That industry is male-dominated. Yeah.
Irrespective of the industry, men should have sexual discipline. And the first thing that you said,
yes,
that let's put it on the women, rather than say, do you know what? I have sexual discipline, and I exercise sexual discipline, and these are the things that I'm teaching my sons and the men around me, because if they act shaky, I'm going to put them in. I'm going to hold them to account. But that's not your point. Your point is that, women, 1-2 women that are going off and have missing behaviour.
That wasn't my point. I said, let's keep it 50-50. Let's keep it 50-50 because I'm going to bring you in TT. One thing I'm going to say, this is my last thing. Women like to always go on like he's always the man. I'm not saying that there is a man out there that do that. And I don't need to placate what I do.
Okay.
Like, what I do is what I do. I don't need to promote it. Like, my children know I'm a respectable guy. Otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here on the show talking to everybody. I'm not gonna put my business out there like that, but I don't need to. Do you get it? At the end of the day, we're talking about how the situation arises. You can be honest, there's enough girl out there that put themselves in crazy positions sometimes. If they now get taken advantage of, whose fault is that? Is it the guy or is it the girl? You can say it's 50-50. Do you get it? That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a case of me saying that women shouldn't be this and that and that and a third, because I have 8 sisters, babes. So I'm not gonna make none of my sisters get disrespected. I'll go and sit in a jail cell and brack up a brother for fun. I'll sit there and they'll send me like money and Mars bars and Snickers, and I'll sit there and I'll enjoy it. Do you get it?
Do you know what though? When you're a leader, yeah, it comes with great responsibility. That's what I'm gonna say. At the end of the day, if you know yourself, a man should know what a man is and a woman should know what a woman is. Just because a vulnerable woman comes through the door don't mean you have to take advantage of her. What are you talking about? As far as I'm concerned, you're supposed to, if you see that she's vulnerable, then you don't talk to her. Do you understand? In that industry, men have got more talk than women. Do you understand? They have security because it's taken years for us to see the footage of her getting beaten up in the hotel. That means he paid people off. So how can little one Cassie have any talk when she can even see that it's not even getting in the public? They have stories of years of her being in parties, getting punched up in front of him, and all this. She had to miss her birthday party to go to a freak off. Do you understand? It's so bad until, this is really candid, but she had sores in her mouth and he still made her do the freak off. That's a sick individual, and them people shouldn't have position of power because they abuse their position of power. Do you understand what I'm saying? Women need to be protected, and if men knew what women really were, they would never want to do that with them anyway, because you shouldn't want a woman to be doing that and getting thrills off of that anyway. You need help. Look into yourself. Stop telling women what they need to be. Look at what you need to be. Enough of the man them need to talk to man. Stop talking to us. Talk to you lot, because you lot set the tone, and you're the head, you're the leader. We navigate. You understand what I'm saying? So stop leading us into destruction. You know the ones there. You're meant to elevate us. When you see people born and they're beautiful with their beautiful talents, those are gifts from God. You understand what I'm saying? They're supposed to shine. That's why they gave them. You don't stop people's destiny. Who are you? You're not God. That's why you are where you are. You know them ones there, because God don't sleep. You know them ones there, what 50-50 we are talking about? You lot men, yeah, as far as, not you, I'm not, when I'm talking, I'm talking in.
No, you did. No. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Them in the position of power, that's got all of these millions. Crazy. You lot need to be thinking about your legacy. He just had a little baby, a little girl, and she's missed all of the time when he was like loved and stuff like that, because it's been tainted from his freaky, nasty ways. And at the end of the day, if he knew that it was, if it's a thing where it's okay, then why is he in the court? Because there's a law that you have to go by. Everybody knows right and wrong. You know what you got to do.
All right.
Sorry, I went
Listen, yo, all right. I was all cool with it until I saw you lot. I'm like, hold on, wait, am I a part of the locks or something? What's going on? Like,
that was the passion.
No, it's not. See, this is look. I'm not getting drawn out into this. I'm a host. I got to step back. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, listen.
Do you know what? There's obviously always going to be a lot of controversy in these kind of subjects. And I'm going to go back to what Shabs was saying in terms of women's roles in this as well. Men, yes, we know. I've been in the music industry and the event industry for 28 years now. So I've seen a lot of things from my teenage years up until now, of the manipulation, the changes that have gone on and all that kind of stuff. So I know how men try to manipulate. Oh, let's have a meeting. Why is your meeting at midnight? All that kind of stuff. So we see it, right? And people are laughing in the audience because they know. Anyone in the industry will know that there is a lot of manipulation that takes place. But also, we also equally know how there are women who have forwarded their careers by putting themselves in situations or doing certain things and then calling and playing victim. So there is an equal, I would say an equal part. I would say historically there has been it is an industry that is dominated by men, so therefore men are going to be more responsible in that industry. However, women, we do need to take responsibility for ourselves in how we're conducting ourselves, and I know I might be the bad lady in this, but we do have to take responsibility in how we conduct ourselves and what we're doing to forward our career and how we're trying to forward our career and who we're willing to play games with.
Run it past the debate corner and see what your thoughts are. A lot of women treat girl friendships like they are in a romantic relationship. That's usually why they have a hard time when the friend gets loved up and finds themselves a man. The question... I'm gonna say this again. We got sent this. We didn't write this one, you alright? We got sent this one, I thought we just put it out there. Alright? The question is this, advocates. Do women give each other bad relationship advice? Oh yeah,
That's
we went there.
Interesting question.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Do women give bad relationship advice? I mean, anyone can only give advice from what they've experienced and where they are at in their own journey. So I think it's who you surround yourself with. I think a woman who's single and never been in a long-term relationship or been married can't give certain opinions on long-term relationships or marriage. I've never been married before, so I wouldn't be able to give my friend real life, real time relationship on marriage, but I would be able to speak from my own perspective. I think people just need to take the advice and also use their own common sense. Yeah, I don't think it's rocket science really, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, but some women can actually be divisive. Some women who are single, yes, if we want to go in that remit of things. Some women can be divisive. Some women who are envious, but I think that's people. I don't think that's just women. I've seen that in both genders, if we're going to be perfectly honest about it. So yeah, surround yourself with healthy people, healthy friends, people who are happy for you and want to see you flourish in all aspects of your life, you know, and I think you'll be all right.
Sorry, what was the, let me see that question again, because there was something.
Right, I'll read it to you, don't worry, it's cool. Alright, do you want me to go from the very top, or you want the bottom line? I'm going from the top.
The middle bit.
Yo. Yeah, it's cool. Right. A lot of women treat their girl friendships like they are in a romantic relationship. That's you. Now. Who are you here with?
She said why.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, I'll allow it. A lot of women usually treat their girl friendships like they are in a romantic relationship. And that's usually why they have a hard time when the friend gets loved up and finds a man or another person. Do women give each other bad relationship advice?
Alright, so I think there's two parts of that.
There is.
Toxic
There's
friendships. We always talk about toxic relationships in terms of romance, but there are a lot of toxic friendships. So I believe there are maybe even male and female relationships, friendships that are toxic, where when someone enters a relationship, they try to mess it up because now your time's gone. Now your wingman, your wing woman, they're gone. And there's a few changes, because if I enter into a relationship, there's a lot of changes that I'm gonna make in my life, because I have to adjust now to having my partner, and I have to adjust to him and make sure that he's comfortable and all those kind of things, as well as committing to building of the relationship. And a lot of people, a lot of friends don't like those kind of things, and equally men in the room probably would say the same thing. Men, when you're getting into relationships, it's the same thing. You're accommodating to the woman in your life or the person in your life. In terms of bad relationship advice, yes, I think there is some really bad relationship advice that goes out there from some people. I've had bad relationship advice. I've had people tell me, oh, why are you cool with your baby father? We have a whole child together. Why would I not be? Do you know what I mean? But there are people who are consistently single, and there's a reason for it. I wouldn't say that someone who is not married or someone who hasn't been in a long-term relationship can't give certain advice, but we have to know where that advice is coming from. Is it coming from a place of actual concern and care, or is it coming from absolute foolishness where they just want to, let's just party every night? it's, you know, there's two different things here.
Alright, so first part is about the friendship thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, women, you lot can do certain things in your friendships that you're never gonna see a brother do. Like, you lot will call your bestie, like, that's my wife. You ain't never gonna hear no man say, that's my husband. You understand? Like, some of you lot do it. I'm not saying all of you, I'm saying some of you. And personally, yeah, I think most women in here can agree. Your friend, at least one of your brothers is giving you bad relationship advice. It's normal. Man, then we get bad relationship advice as well. Remember, you know, some of them are dickheads, you know? Like, they don't know shit, and then they want to say, no, brother, hear what you do, yeah? Like, just don't tell her, innit? And da-da-da-da-da. Next minute, I'm no longer in a relationship. He's saying, bro, you lost a good one, you know? Like, it's normal. Like, everyone's done it. I won't say the female-female friendship situation, I'm not going to say it's toxic. I don't think it is. I just think sometimes you know your friend. You know your friend. Like, women especially, they know their brethren. Like, man, them, I know you, but, you know, women, you're like ride or dies. Do you get it? And that's the difference. And I just feel like everyone's got bad advice once or twice, or 105 times. It depends. Just depends on your friend. If your friend's an idiot, then you're gonna get idiot advice, isn't it? Simple.
Yeah, I agree with what Shabba said as well. I think like you can definitely get bad advice from friends because misery likes company. You know them ones there? And depending on where they are in their life is what they're gonna be letting off energy-wise. I don't think it's too good to give too much of your business to your friends anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they like to monitor and energy swap, destiny swap and everything like that is real. Do you understand what I mean? So yeah, I agree.
Thank you. A lot of women. Yeah, I see it. Let me read this because it's been altered since you're looking at that. That's a previous edit. What line is?
It's gal business, isn't it? Gal business ain't really my business, man. This is gal business. This sounds good because if you're gonna like waste time chatting to your brethren, it's less time to annoy me. So front it up all you like, man. That gives me time to do what I'm doing. What you gotta do, man. Girl power.
Violence. I chose violence. Alright, Chinx get you short and sweet. Always on violent mode. Right, so listen. I don't see any hearts. Has anyone got an opinion on this? Do women give bad relationship advice? Yes, they do. Everybody's moving all. Alright. Hear what you said? This girl is so thick. Just insulted you straight away, you know what I mean? Mad.
Okay, so I should have drank some more from punch shit. But anyway, realistically, you know, everybody gives bad advice, women and men. Let me tell you why. Because if you're not in that relationship with that man and woman, you're hearing one side. You see, in that relationship, yeah, when they have problems, they're finding issue with what they find issue with. So if me and a man is in a relationship, I'm gonna find issue with what I find issue with. He's gonna find issue with what he finds issue with. The way we've grown and the way we've raised and the things that we believe, yeah, it might not resonate with the next person. That's for us to work out. Now, unless you're in the middle of both man and woman, do you understand? And you've got professional qualifications and life experiences, because professional qualifications don't really mean shit, excuse my French, but it really doesn't. You can go and do a few assignments and then you're qualified. So if you haven't got life experience and you don't know the two individuals to know what will trigger them, because what will trigger me might not trigger my man, and what might trigger my man might not trigger me. And so anyone that's coming in and giving advice based on what you said and trying to insert themselves and say, oh, you should do this, you know, if you should do that, it's bad advice. What we should be saying? Is it intentional? Because if you love your friend, you're trying to give her advice. If you love your friend and you want the best for her, you're only giving her advice based on your love for her or for him. vice versa. Do you get what I mean? So it's the intention behind the advice, and it's purposeful because you want your friend every now and then, or do you get what I mean? You want the man, you want the girlfriend or anything like that. Sorry, I said I had a cough. So I'm just saying, if it's a different thing or all of that stuff, there's different situations. I'm sorry, because there is. Let's be realistic. I'm just gonna be real. There is the friend that sees you happy and that will tell you, yo, because they want to sneak in there and they want your man or your woman, and there is the intention of that, and there is the friend that actually generally thinks that, oh, he's no good for you, but they're not in it, but their advice is generally coming from the heart. So yes and no. My answer is yes and no. Sorry.
Thank you. I'm not even going to be insulted. Any other hearts? Anyone else want to throw in on this? No? I see you smile. Someone else has got to have a heart up, man. Come on. Do women give bad relationship advice? We're in a female-dominated room right now, so we ain't getting shit. We're moving on. Okay, I see you, ladies. Same old shit. You all stay together, don't you? Just like a bunch of penguins. You know what I mean?
Sorry, can I just add something?
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Sorry?
Thank you very much.
I better let you, otherwise I'll be accused of doing something bad. Go ahead.
Just quickly, so I generally try not to get involved, like Tash was saying, involved in people's relationships in terms of advice, because today you're arguing, tomorrow you're back together again, and then I'm the bad guy. I'm not really interested in all of this stuff, because I've seen it happen time and time again. Oh look, we got a heart. I
gotta move. Otherwise I'm gonna get sacked. I gotta move.
You were looking for the hearts earlier.
I gotta move. Next question.
It's a broken heart.
The debate